The following is a live broadcast of a Lone Star community radio program, recorded and broadcasted live on irlonestar.com, Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1, and facebook.com/irlonestar. For more information on this show, please visit our show page at irlonestar.com/shows. To sponsor or donate to this program, visit our donate page at irlonestar.com/donate, or email us at lscrstudios@gmail.com, or give us a call at 936-666-1084. Lone Star Community Radio production and broadcast is possible by folks like you. So sponsor and donate today.
Hey, this is Jamie from Green River Ordnance. You're listening to Lone Star Community Radio on 104.5 KCZW LP Conroe and 106.1 KZCC LP Conroe, and worldwide on irlonestar.com.
Hello, everyone. We are here at the studio, Lone Star Community Radio in downtown Conroe, FM 104.5, 106.1. I am Margie Taylor with Taylorized PR, and this is Facebook Live on Conroe Culture News. And I am sitting across from Brian Richardson, a.k.a. the Grinch, although he's not in costume today because, you know, he wanted to perform as himself and have that identity. So he's with the Richardson group with Keller Williams. And we will also hear from Laurel Williams with Bayway Cadillac of the Woodlands. And we might hear from Stacey Falletti. We'll see what happens. So this show is sponsored by Roger Stein Chiropractic over by Conroe High School, 3033 West Davis. And if you are a new patient, $25 goes back to CASA, and your visit's only $25. So it's starting to feel a lot like Christmas in downtown Conroe. We had the parade on Saturday. Did you watch the parade, Brian?
No, ma'am, I did not. Didn't get a chance to, but I was part of the lighting of the tree.
Okay.
Because of you. Thank you.
Oh, yes, we'll talk about that.
Oh, okay.
But so it's been Christmas here since December 1st with Christmas on Main, the lighting of the tree, and then they had the Toby Powell Christmas celebration with all the stuff that goes on, and the Kiwanis Christmas Parade was Saturday, and we also awarded the fourth annual, first, second, and third place window decorating. And that was from the Wooden Tokens at Christmas on Main. And we counted up all the tokens, and on Saturday they were awarded plaques for the ones that had the most.
Nice.
So first place was Branley Jewelers. They won by a landslide.
It was pretty big.
It was huge.
Okay.
Huge. Second place was Conroe Central Market, and third place was 202 Main. And they've only been open since the spring. And they just had a big event on Sunday. They had a brunch, a songwriters brunch, and that went really well. So if you haven't been to 202 Main, it's right here on the corner of Main and Metcalf, and it's an event hall. You can rent it for a few hours, a day, or whatever, and they have a stage as well
Keller Williams
for a band.
had their Christmas party there.
You did?
Yeah, this last Friday.
I did not know that.
Yes.
Wow.
It's a very
It's
small
a great
world.
place, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
It's very nice, kind of rustic with the bar and all that.
Everybody was right there. It was great.
Yeah, very intimate. So, speaking of downtown, you know, this is the Christmas season, and these local entrepreneurs really need your business. So please don't shop at the mall. Shop local. Keep it local. It really makes a difference. This Christmas season means more than any other season because, of course, they were shut down for a period of time. And they really need it. So even at the restaurants who also need it, you can buy gift certificates to give to clients. You can give it to family. Give it to friends. You know, we have some great restaurants here. We have Carmelita's. You know, those are always good for tamales. We have Pacific Yard House, Red Brick Tavern, Corner Pub Deli, and Vernil's Bakery. There's so many good places to eat. So making me hungry right now.
Yes, you are. Thank you.
And jewelry. Did you know that Branley Jewelers is 89 years old? 89 years old. That's the oldest jewelry store in Montgomery County, which is across the street from the oldest barber shop in Texas. So there must be a reason why things are surviving in downtown Conroe. So also, there's the Conroe Art League, which is around the corner, and they're open Tuesday through Saturday, 10:30 until 5:30, and they have unique gifts, affordable gifts, under $100, and they are giving back to the Salvation Army with every sale as well. So that's another thought of different things going on. This is going to be the last weekend of Peter Pan at the Crichton Theater and an evening in December at the Owen Theater. So the Players Theater Group is doing an evening in December, and Peter Pan is put on by Stage Right of Texas. This is the first performance at the Crichton from Stage Right since February,
Yeah, I was gonna say,
something like that.
just before Patty's
And
Day.
they had auditions for Peter Pan back in like March and April, and they were doing virtually, and then they had to keep postponing just because things kept getting worse. So I've heard that Peter Pan is fabulous, and an evening in December has lots of Christmas carols and Santa Claus and sing-alongs and gets everybody in the mood. So again, this is the last weekend, and that's another fun thing that you could do is give back by giving people tickets to go see a performance or season tickets. That would be fun.
That's a cool idea.
So, Brian, let's
dear.
talk about you.
Oh my, here we go.
Yes, so you're a realtor,
Yes, ma'am.
and you've been a realtor for how long?
Since 2005.
2005.
Yes, ma'am.
Good.
Yeah.
And you have fun, and you're good at it.
I don't want that's a shameful, arrogant comment, but
You
I
have
feel
fun.
Like I have more fun than I should. It's a good time. We get to do some really neat stuff, and it's evolved lately. It's not so much real estate anymore. It's,
What does that mean?
When I talk to people, it's not about hey, the realtor vomit. It's what can I do for you, and then intense listening, with the purpose of serving their needs. And it's not about real estate anymore. And it's a byproduct of what we do, depth of relationship. And this last year and a half, it has been such a blessing to me.
It's been on fire, hasn't it?
Yes, ma'am. The real estate market, we took off as far as inventory is concerned. The stories you're hearing about multiple offers, and I'm going to dig right into real estate right away, is multiple offer situations at higher or above list. This year alone, we put a sign in the yard that said coming soon and sold it before it went live.
Why do you think that is?
The inventory is not there. I mean, life is going on despite it, and it seems counterintuitive. Right now, a lot of people are suffering. It's because of the corona pandemic, whatever you want to call it this week. A lot of places went out of business. People are losing jobs. But real estate, we took off. And the inventory just is not there. People are nervous about you going into the house and even looking at it. We turn on all lights, leave the doors open, those kinds of things. We've had to change and shift in the industry. But yeah, it's just shortage of inventory. If a buyer sees a house, there's 6 bids on it if it goes live, if it goes active on MLS.
And this isn't just locally. This is all over, right?
Yes, ma'am. This is a national trend.
I know my mom lives on the coast of Oregon, and she listed her house and had 2 offers for full price in a day.
Yes, ma'am.
Cash.
Yes. Cash is king.
Yes. It's amazing.
Yes, ma'am. It's not unheard of. So, like I say, it's all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
So we've had a lot of sell buys where they had to sell it. It was a contingent offer based on buying another house. And it's like that timeline. Talk about cat on a hot tin plate. Goodness.
Well, that's exciting. So you're
Nervous
working with Brittany, right?
Yeah, Brittany Castillon.
Mm-hmm. How long has she been working with you?
Probably about 5 or 6 years. You ask her, it seems like 100. But she's absolutely wonderful. I can't say enough good about her. She's been a blessing at every step of the way. All the important business decisions I've made since 2012, she's been involved in them, and peripherally. And she decided to come on into real estate, and she's great at
I
it.
remember when she did.
Yeah.
So what's different about Keller Williams? They're nationwide.
Yes, ma'am.
And it seems to me y'all work with each other. So if you can't sell, let's say in Oregon, I don't know, are you licensed to sell in Oregon?
Not this week, no, ma'am.
Okay. But then you can refer somebody, and I know y'all get referral fees or something like that. Because actually, my mom is working with a Keller Williams agent, and that's kind of how that went down.
Outstanding.
So I like that. I like that people work with each other instead of the cutthroat
Yes,
thing.
ma'am. It says it on the wall. Every Keller Williams Market Center, God, family, then business. And if you have that order right, you're good to go. But it's also the culture on the wall is win-win. We're competitive because we're the largest real estate company on the planet.
Are you the largest? I didn't know that.
In every category. And I mean, even I've got a bunch of statistics, numbers, and dials and graphs that show in the
Would
area.
you like to share any of that
Oh,
since
goodness.
you have it with you?
I mean, yeah, if you look at just our market center versus those in the area, we're hands and feet
Oh, my
and
goodness.
toes and head and shoulders, knees
So
and
Keller
toes.
Williams is the green, I'm
Yes,
assuming.
we're above everybody else, and that's the data that we've got. It's just nuts.
So
We got
it's
a
a
lion's share.
strong, very strong organization.
And what it is, they preach following the systems, follow up, create the relationship, call everybody or touch base with them at least every 3 months. And that's
Keep
how
the relationship going.
Exactly.
Just because you had a transaction with them doesn't
Right.
mean they're done, because a lot of people move around.
I used to be that way. I used to be all transactional, but now I'm
You've
not so much.
changed.
Yes, had to. It's been a blessing, like I say. But we just had a couple. We moved to Fort Wayne, Indiana, and I called that market center and I said, I need somebody who's loving, nurturing, and a meat eater, and is aggressive. And the market center honcho said, yeah, here, let me give you this person.
You knew what you needed.
And they were great. It was just jazz hands and spirit fingers. It was wonderful.
So it's interesting. You're talking about the personalities of the different people, and your sellers, buyers, and what they need, what they're wanting, and
Yes,
all
ma'am.
of that. It's more than a building. It's very intimate. I mean,
Yes,
because
ma'am.
this is their home, their safety nest.
Yes, ma'am.
And there's personalities. And if you don't do it right,
Yes, you're right.
you,
It could be
you
a
don't
negative
have
experience.
faith. Yeah, it'll be a bad experience.
I was telling somebody that I was showing yesterday that you can smell commission breath coming off of somebody, but that it's not about you happy right now. It is a little bit, but the idea is it's being happy, project 5 miles or 5 years down the road, so that we want you to be very happy with what you're doing. And if this doesn't work out, this is not meant to be in our path. Sweep that aside. Next. It's only 3 answers in real estate: yes, no, and next. So it's been the blessing.
Well, and a lot of people stay in the same area, don't they?
Yes, ma'am.
So
they sure do.
there's a really good percentage that will come back to you again.
Yes, ma'am.
Because they know you or refer you to others, right? Isn't that
Yes,
the big
ma'am.
key as well?
Yes, ma'am. And that's the idea is having them understand. I've got a great roofer. If you need IT, even essential oils, we know all these people and created relationships. So call us if you need
Right.
anything. It doesn't have to be about real estate. That's what that means, essentially.
Or if you
And
need a Grinch.
well, then there you go.
See, you're my Grinch.
Aw, you do care.
I do care.
That was nuts. I
So
love doing
you
that.
have done this, I think, 3 years.
Yes, ma'am.
Right?
Absolutely.
We've had it going on for 4 years, but I tagged you.
Oh, my
and
goodness.
you even brought Cindy Luhu with you, right?
Yeah, Caitlin Langley with
Did
Maids
she
and
have
More.
fun?
Yeah, she's done this when we go to a couple of the elementary schools in the area as well, and the kids love it. The little bitty children are scared, but the other kids are like, it's the Grinch. And
Everybody wants a picture with the
everybody wants a
Grinch,
picture. We
right?
took like 3 or 4. Even, with it had limited people here this last time.
But it was still a good crowd.
It was a blast. Are you kidding me? It was great. We
I
took
thought it
like
was
300 or
fun.
400 pictures. It was nuts. It was great. The kids had fun, and as long as they're, they burst out like that, I'm like, and acting like the Grinch. Come here, kids, get over here, and stick your tongue out, go blah, and
Yep, got
watching
some of
the
those
kids,
pictures.
yes, and so. It's a little counterculture. It upsets a
But
few
it's fun.
adults.
You
but
enjoy
it's a
it.
Blast.
So you
Yes.
just show up at places
Yes,
and
ma'am.
have fun because you have
Yes,
a
ma'am.
mask on.
Yes, ma'am.
Such as the sponsor dinner or on stage with the Jazz Connection kids playing.
Yes.
And
They were so serious.
It's just
it was
fun.
so fun. Yes, it was a good time. It was a blast. Thank you
So,
for that.
do you have other appearances coming up as the Grinch?
Not that I'm aware of. I think we're gonna probably do one elementary school in Willis, because that principal we got a relationship with. So probably end up going there. But he drags a loudspeaker down the hallway, playing the Grinch song, and we go to every single classroom
wow.
in the building. And
That's
it's
fun.
Yes, it's a.
It just kind of gets you Christmassy, right?
Yes, ding dong. That's wonderful.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
it's a blast. We
That's
have
awesome.
fun. So thank you for inviting me this year.
Yeah, absolutely. So how old is your son now?
He is 13 this
13.
week. Yes.
Woo. Oh,
Finals.
wow. This week.
Yes, that's all I'm thinking about is I got to get my science and math on this week. So, but once that's Friday hits and we finish our last exam, it's bang
So
on.
kids are out next week?
I think Friday's the last day. I think it's a half
This
day
Friday
for
is the
Conroe.
last?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm not up on those things lately.
I am. And
Cool.
it's been fun. Yeah. So it's been a blast.
Well, so anything else you want to add, Brian?
Just, that.
How does somebody connect with you? What's the best way?
The phone number is my phone number. It can be the team phone number, the Richardson Group Realtors. Go to the website, Facebook page. Fixing to put a post on there. You gave me a great idea this morning, and I love you for it. We've got one that's coming on the market, and it's like, the best way to celebrate Christmas is that, giving your friend or family member a new home. That'd be a great stocking stuffer.
Yeah.
Giving them that deed.
Give them a new
Wouldn't it?
home.
Yeah.
Right now?
I'd
Yeah.
be a giver, So
That's right. So they can also email you, Brian, at richardsongrouprealty.com.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Absolutely.
very good. What's the phone number?
See, this week it'll be 713-320-6712. And that's been
Okay.
fun.
All right. Give me a Grinch comment.
Oh, gosh, golly. Come here, kid. Get over here. No one to smile. Stick your tongue out. Blair, Blair. And taking that picture and watching their parents look at you in horror. That was fun. But it was a
Okay.
blast. Thank you so much.
All right. Well, we're going to take a quick break, and this is sponsored by Roger Stein Chiropractic. I'm Margie Taylor, and we'll be right back.
Thank you, Margie.
Since 2004, Roger Stein Chiropractic has offered spine and joint manipulation services to residents of Montgomery County and surrounding areas. Conditions treated include lower back pain, migraines, headaches, whiplash, carpal tunnel, neck pain, sciatica, joint pain, sports injuries, herniated discs, and complications from pregnancy. Roger Stein Chiropractic, led by Dr. Stacey Rogers and Dr. Brian McGee, is an integrity-verified chiropractic clinic. Call 936-441-9990 for an appointment, or visit rogerssteinchiropractic.com. That's RODGERSSTEIN chiropractic.com.
And we are back. I am Margie Taylor. The show is sponsored by Roger Stein Chiropractic. My second guest today is Laurel Williams, and she's with Bayway Cadillac of the Woodlands. And this girl is busy all the time. She's doing video, she's doing radio spots, right, Laurel?
Yes, that's true.
All kinds of things. And you can pretty much always find her over there at Bayway Cadillac. And they have such beautiful cars over there. Oh, my goodness. You can lease, you can... there's incentives, there's all kinds of things going on. So tell me about Bayway.
Well, first of all, thank you so much for having us here, Margie. We appreciate it. Bayway has been around for over 25 years, family-owned business. Cadillac is one of the newest installments that we have here in the Woodlands. Previously, we had a Volkswagen store there that did very well, and now we've moved on to Cadillac.
Was that part of Bayway?
It was also part of Bayway.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
very, very true. And we have now a total of 7 stores here in the greater Houston area. Not only just Cadillac, we have Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, we have Chevrolet, Bayway. We have a Lincoln store that's south. And we just opened up another new Dodge store in Huntsville. So we're very, very excited. We're continuing to grow, and we're so happy in what we're doing here in the community here in the Woodlands.
You know, Cadillacs always brings to mind some wonderful things because my grandmother growing up in Southern California had a new Cadillac every year. They were big. I got my driver's license in a Cadillac.
Oh, that's awesome.
And they were the big cars, you know. So it's a little scary. But they're not always big right now. You've got all kinds of trendy, beautiful, stylish vehicles, don't you?
That is so true, Margie. And definitely Cadillac has evolved. The Escalade, for one, we just launched the new 2021. And, you know, it started back in 1999, and it has really evolved since then.
It's a beautiful car.
And it absolutely is. I have a 19 myself, and it's making me want to trade mine in because there's so many great changes. It's certainly an on-demand vehicle. We have the option to pre-order for customers that want to do that. It takes a few months, but you can get it customized just the way you want.
I like to call it tailorized.
Oh, tailorized, of course. It sounds good. I like the ring of that.
Yeah, right?
We just got in 3 new ones, and literally within 24 hours, they were all gone. So that's how quick the Escalades are moving. So if you are definitely looking for one, we want to help you and work with you. And as Margie mentioned, the Cadillacs have become a much more trendy brand. We're right next to the Mercedes-Benz dealership in the Woodlands, right off the feeder of 45 near 242. Definitely come out and visit us.
Showroom is beautiful.
Oh, and we're very excited about it. We're the first freestanding new Cadillac store in many, many years. So we definitely want to show it off. We're doing at-home test drives for customers that are not able to get out yet or not comfortable. And we're also doing vehicle deliveries, and we have a full concierge service. So if you need to
That's
come
so
in
exciting.
for service, yes, it is. If you want to come in for service, or if you can't make it in, you'll always have a new car from us. We'll bring you a car.
Wow.
If you can't make it to us for your service, complimentary car washes, Wi-Fi, you can just come in and chill if you want to come in, and you know, our staff will take great care of you.
You have like a restaurant or something there. Don't you have food of some sort?
We don't, but
Oh,
we do
well, you
have
need to.
Otis Spunkmeyer cookies that are delicious.
Okay. Well,
And
well,
soft drinks.
There you go. But speaking of food, you are a sponsor for Taste of the Town.
That's right.
And that's exciting because that's January 4th through the 31st this year. It's not the 4 hours at the Marriott.
Right.
We're doing it differently. And as a sponsor, you will have your Cadillac. We're still trying to narrow down some of those places, when and where and how and all that. But that will be on the Woodlands Chamber, and I'm sure you guys will share that as well. But we're excited to see some of the cars. And one of the options you have is leasing as well, right?
That's right. And leasing is a very big thing. 80% of more customers out there are leasing. It's certainly the way to go to have a new vehicle more often. You have coverage.
More affordable.
Absolutely. I'm going to lease myself. For a long time, my husband was so opposed to it, and now he really sees the benefits. If anyone has questions about that, definitely reach out to me. If it's okay to give my number, Margie?
You can do anything you want. This is all about you.
You can ask for Laurel Williams at Bayway Cadillac. My direct number is 281-224-3666. If you have any questions about our leasing, about our new Escalades, about our new products. Right now, we're also doing 0% financing on purchases, and that is on the majority of our vehicles, excluding the Escalade, but it's the best offer Cadillac has done
0%.
all year. Yes, up to 72 months, in fact. So
wow.
That's excellent, and we've been getting a lot of calls on that. And we do have a great pre-owned department, so if Cadillac is not for you, I mean, we sell every make and model that you could think of, from your Chevrolets to your Mustangs to all brands of pickup trucks, cars for your children, for yourselves, and even for grandma. If grandma wants a car, we've got everything there that you're looking for.
Well, I'm amazed by the customer service. It's very top notch, and you have some great incentives for the end of the year as well, which is 12/31. And I know we're all excited about the end of this year, but I looked and saw that you have a lot of them are leases. Do you have other incentives going on? Well, you mentioned the 0% interest.
That's a huge one right now because Cadillac's not run that all year. And up to 72 months, maybe they've done 60 months or a little bit fewer months, but the 72 months gives many people the opportunity to actually go longer term and actually get those payments that much more affordable to them as well.
How long does a normal Cadillac owner keep their car?
Wow, that's a really good question. I've seen people that bring their cars in that have had it for 10, 12 plus years. Some of them just don't want to let
So
go
they're
of
good
them.
quality vehicles.
Absolutely. They're great American-made cars, but they're definitely always stellar on their luxury side of the cars as well. I think they're a lot less expensive to also maintain. There are several other brands, Mercedes, Audi, BMW, that are great cars, but what we've been hearing from the outside is that they become a little bit too expensive to maintain. So I believe that the Cadillac segment is definitely growing. More and more people, as even our younger generation is definitely looking at, as you mentioned, the larger cars. That's what I remember too. And now the cars are
There's
sportier,
even
they're
trucks.
trendier. Right, they're trendier and everything else. So I mean, yeah, mostly SUVs now. So very exciting time for us. And this is going to be our 1-year anniversary actually coming up on Christmas. We've been open.
Yes, I remember when y'all were hoping to be open.
Right, exactly. We made it
Hoping.
work.
So again, you do a lot of charitable community engagement things. So what are some of the other programs that you guys are involved in to give back to the community?
Oh gosh, well,
Wise,
we did some.
you did the
We did the
Wise.
Wise conference. We
Yes.
did. I was going to say New Danville comes to mind. I know we're calling it Tea on the Lawn.
Tea on the Lawn,
We've done
correct.
that each year. We did Taste of the Town earlier this year again. We've also, gosh, there's so many things. I can't think of them all right now. But I mean,
But it
just
shows a
continue.
lot that you're very
Absolutely.
community engaged, because if it weren't for the community, you wouldn't have business.
That's true.
Right?
That's very true. And of course, we do a lot with the chamber. So.
Of course you do. Yeah, you're very good about that. Anything else you want to add, Laurel?
Oh, no, just want everybody to come on out and visit with us. And remember, again, we do understand that COVID is a very real thing that's going on. And for those that are still concerned about getting out of the house, we've been doing at-home test drives, deliveries. We can do the whole sales process from in our store and bring the paperwork straight out to you. And you don't even have to leave your house.
How exciting. Well, can you go to businesses too? Like you can just
Absolutely
drive
can.
one up here to the radio station.
I sure can.
and Dick
I'm
could
in one
try
right
it
now.
out.
I'm in one right now.
Woo-hoo. Yes, I see it from here. It's a
Yes.
beautiful car.
Yes, that's one of our XTSs. So, yeah.
Do you get to drive a new car all the time?
I do get to drive a new car all the time. and
one of the
I have
perks,
one
right?
too. Yes, and I do love the product. We have an Escalade that we lease. My husband really is a sports car enthusiast, so he has a Corvette. But I've been doing this line of work for 17 years now. It's very exciting to me. I love building relationships.
It's
with
always
people.
new to you, too.
Yes, it is. I met you that way.
That's
and,
right. That's right.
And I just love the ability to grow relationships. Continue to network and help each other out.
Well, good. We'll continue that relationship.
Absolutely.
As we talk more about Taste of the Town. I think we have a meeting tomorrow even.
We do. I'm very excited
At
about that.
Avenida Brazil, one of my
Yes.
favorite places.
It is
Just saying.
divine.
Okay. Well, with that, you want to give your number one more time, Laurel?
Absolutely. Sure. You can ask for Laurel Williams if you have any questions about our new car incentives, leasing, and any other programs. And we've got, again, a great selection on our pre-owned inventory lot. You can reach me at 281-224-3666.
Okay, great, fabulous. We are going to take another break and come back with our last segment. Margie Taylor, and it's sponsored by Roger Stein Chiropractic.
Does volunteering at a nonprofit horse sanctuary sound wonderful? Or are you a veteran or a veteran spouse and think trying a peer group session through a local Horses and Heroes equine program might be worth trying? Henry's Home Horse and Human Sanctuary, located in Grand Central Park by appointment only, is home to a growing number of rescued and donated horses. Visit our website at henryshomehorsesanctuary.org or check out our Facebook at Henry's Home Horse and Human Sanctuary for more information.
Since 2004, Roger Stein Chiropractic has offered spine and joint manipulation services to residents of Montgomery County and surrounding areas. Conditions treated include lower back pain, migraines, headaches, whiplash, carpal tunnel, neck pain, sciatica, joint pain, sports injuries, herniated discs, and complications from pregnancy. Roger Stein Chiropractic, led by Dr. Stacey Rogers and Dr. Brian McGee, is an integrity-verified chiropractic clinic. Call 936-441-9990 for an appointment or visit rogerssteinchiropractic.com. That's RODGERSSTEIN Chiropractic.com.
And we are back. I am Margie Taylor, and I am here with Stacey Falletti. She's with Express Employment Professionals.
Hello.
And she's going to tell us a little bit about their staffing organization located in Conroe. Right, Stacey?
Yes, absolutely.
So y'all were founded 40 years ago? 40 years ago.
Yes.
Wow, I didn't know it had been around that long.
It has. It started up in Oklahoma back in a time where there was another recession going on. And our owners actually believed in the industry and believed in the area, purchased it, and started at the time what was Express Personnel. And of course, they needed a business developer, so they hired Susan. And back in the 90s, she decided she wanted to own her own franchise. So they actually asked her where she wanted to go, and she came right here to Tomball, Texas, and opened up the Houston location. So we have Houston, Tomball, and Conroe in our territory, the North Houston. So.
And the Conroe one is over there by Kohl's,
yes,
right
in front of Ashley Furniture.
Now, you gave me information saying that it opened in 1993, but that shopping center hasn't been there that long.
No, originally they were over off of the South Loop. Over, I believe it was by Incredible
Okay, so they
Pizza area,
relocated.
and they relocated about 5 years ago.
I thought, I thought it was pretty recent, not that long ago.
Yes,
and you have been with them for how long?
I have been there for 3 years next month.
And you enjoy it?
Oh, absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. I feel like I really get to. My service is back in it because I can help people, and I love to help people. So I'm constantly helping people either find a job or helping people find the right employees for their business.
So you work a lot with businesses themselves trying to find the right match for them,
yes.
Right? So you sit down and you talk with them, and almost like an HR department for a business. Is that
Right.
kind of what y'all do?
Yes. So what I do is I go in, I get to know the client, the companies. I work directly with the companies, and then we have recruiters inside that work with our associates that come in and apply. But my job is to go out and understand the clients. I believe that 80% of what we do is a culture fit. And that's really what sets us apart is that we're all about the culture fit. If we find 50 people with the same skill set, only 1 or 2 might be that good culture fit. And if we find that, then we're able to minimize the retention or extend retention.
So it's very important for you to really understand that particular business, because what works for, I don't know, JCPenney, it doesn't work for the boutique store.
Exactly.
Right? I mean, they're
Exactly.
totally different clients, different people. So you're looking for the right skill set. So you're not just putting somebody in a position.
No, I never want to just throw someone at the wall and hope that they stick, because that does not look good at all.
Do you ever work with nonprofits too?
We have not had the opportunity to work with any nonprofits yet, but I would love to. I mean, any business at all out there.
Because they have turnover a lot of times as well. And I think that would be another opportunity. So tell me how it's changed in 2020.
Oh, COVID, right? COVID
COVID.
hit. Lots of businesses shut down. At that point, we did a couple of different things. We brought in some speakers. Our HR attorney came in and did a lot of training with our clients. So we hosted webinars to be able to explain what they can and can't do during COVID, what they need to do to protect their businesses, and really supported them at this time. And now we've seen businesses change what they're doing and able to help. So whether it's PPE or disinfectants or any of that stuff, there's a lot of people here in Montgomery County, or a lot of clients here in Montgomery County that have started doing that, and we've had the opportunity to work with them and to help them and watch their businesses grow as well.
So I guess I never really thought about that. But in 2020, you've had to really work with them a lot in a different way so that they're meeting CDC guidelines and things like that, and doing things appropriately and keeping distance and
Right. Safety.
yeah, something totally different that you never would have thought about before.
Oh, absolutely. And we're
New
so
protocols.
blessed to be backed by an international or a large corporation up in Oklahoma and have the backing of our attorneys and our HR professionals that are there to support, and there's no additional cost for that. So I always tell any company that I work with, if you have HR questions, definitely come to me, because we have the resources to get them.
And is that different than any other staffing organization, that you do that and go out a little bit more to connect with the different businesses?
I can't really say what
Yeah,
other
it's hard.
agencies do because I've never worked for another agency. I just know that for us,
Seems more
we're
caring.
blessed. Yeah. Well, and that's me in general. In my office, it's all about making sure that client has everything that they need.
And you keep that relationship.
Oh, yes. I'm very addicted to my clients.
Oh, very good.
I'm with
So-
them all the time.
Tell me about the Clydesdales.
Oh, my goodness. I was so excited about that.
So, how long has Express had Clydesdales?
They have had Clydesdales, I think, since the 90s.
Really?
Yes. But they haven't traveled here since I've known for them to travel here. Well, no, they were in the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo once. But it's been a long time since they've been here. And we just got the phone call, hey, the Clydesdales are coming. Do you want to use them? And we were able to get them there within just a 2-week period to get it all set up and had such a blast getting them. And I'm going to have those pictures posted. I haven't had a chance to get those posted because my son's taken some extra time working on them, but I'll get those posted. So go to our Facebook page and definitely look at those.
That's fun. Did
It
you
was
guys? So you
blast.
guys had a good time coming out here?
Oh, yes. It was so much fun. And those horses, I am deathly afraid of horses.
Really?
You couldn't tell, could you? There's
No.
something about
No.
the Clydesdales that just kept me very calm. But typically, I am so scared of them that I
They're
won't go
very
anywhere near
good
'em.
natured. Seems like they're trained, right? Do you guys have to
yes.
train them and have people specifically that work with the horses?
Yeah, so Garrett and Jake and Dale, I believe his name was, they are the 3 handlers that came down and they travel with them, and this is what they do all day. I mean, if you saw how quick they sat up and had everything together, that's exactly what they do, is they just travel all over the U.S. and
Wow.
and share the horses.
Where do they live?
They live in Yukon, Oklahoma. So if you're ever in the Yukon, Oklahoma area, you can actually look up the Express Ranch, and it's free to go by. They have
Wow.
Percherons, which are beautiful black horses. They have the Clydesdales and a lot of other things, and a little store that you can purchase some stuff from. But
Very nice.
It's free to the public. It's come in and enjoy it, and that's something that's really great about Bob.
Well, I loved learning about that because I had never heard about that. So now we do, and we hope that you come back to downtown Conroe.
Well, we've already put in a request to my
Oh,
vice
wonderful.
president saying, hey, we need to make sure that we make
First
this a yearly
Tuesday
thing.
after Thanksgiving. That's always when it is. First Tuesday after
first
Thanksgiving.
Tuesday.
Yes, yes. And I know families, young and old alike, really enjoyed that and getting pictures taken with the horses. They're so huge.
They are, yes. Yeah, makes me feel really tiny.
Yeah, right. So tell me, what are we missing about Express? How does somebody get connected with you guys? And I mean, if Dick over here needed to hire somebody, how would he go about doing that?
So call my office, 936-760-1771, and ask for me, or just let them know that you need to talk to someone about hiring someone, and they'll definitely get it right over to me. If that's the best way to reach it, or go to our Facebook page, or look me up on Facebook or LinkedIn. So
Okay.
Yep.
And then do you sit down and talk with the business and find out exactly what all their needs are, how many people, responsibilities, all of that stuff, right?
yes, absolutely. And we have different ways of doing things. Everything's tailored to what the client needs. We do direct hires. We do evaluation hire. We do temporary. I had a guy call in first thing this morning. I need someone ASAP, and we were able to get someone out there within an hour. And that was pretty quick from the time of
Wow,
getting
that is
paperwork
pretty
signed.
quick.
Yes.
That's
Now,
very quick.
It's very rare, and it's not something I normally like to do because I feel like we don't get enough, but we're able to be there immediately sometimes if you need it. What we like to do is go in and really build that relationship with the clients, understanding exactly what they need. So whether it's temporary, an eval hire, or direct hire, we can do all of it.
You work with restaurants too? I know they have a huge turnover.
They do have a huge turnover. We have, and I personally have not had the opportunity to work with any restaurants, but one of my tomball reps did work with a restaurant. Yeah.
Yeah, they have a lot of stuff going on, especially when they had to shut down and reopen. And then a lot of people were getting more money by staying home than
Yes.
coming back to work, which is a challenge.
It is, yes. There was a lot of challenges in finding people because of the additional incentive for being on unemployment. So we did see that, and we're curious to see what's to come with some of
That's
the new
stopped,
bills.
hasn't it?
It did stop. There's a proposed bill to add it back on, but we'll see what happens if the bill passes or not.
So what's looking forward for 2021?
More growth. Montgomery County, we are blessed to be here in Montgomery County and watching the growth of it. There's so many different companies that are coming to Montgomery County or opening up in Montgomery County. So definitely growth is going to be huge for us. So we work with a lot of manufacturing, a lot of distributors, any type of business, no matter what it is, we have
Do
a
you
solution.
connect with the Conroe Economic Development?
I do. Jennifer over there is absolutely amazing. Yes.
Jennifer Matthews?
Yes. Love her.
She was in class of 2015 with me.
I know. That's something that I want to do. It's
Yes.
definitely a goal for me.
Well, I would do it after you don't have to keep going virtually, where you can do it in person. You know, you miss
Right.
a lot when you can't meet people in person.
You do, yes. And we've had to adjust to that too. We do, instead of having in-person interviews, we do interviews over Skype now in our office.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're just changing with what we need to
Hopefully
do.
that will change in 2021. Let's just hope for the best
Yes.
on that. So tell me about your hat.
My hat. So every year we get a box of marketing stuff, and this one was hats off to 2021. And so I got my little elf hat, but if you know me enough, you know I'm under 5 foot, so it worked perfect. I always joke about my height, right? Get it in there for anyone else. And it just, it's out there just spreading cheer for Express, because that's what we want to do, is just spread cheer and help people any way we can.
Well, great. So you've been a blessing, and I can tell that you're very excited about this. I've known you for a number of years.
Many.
Yeah, seen your children get older, but
Taller
you
than
seem
me.
very passionate about this. You seem very excited, and that's good.
I am. I feel like for me, I have finally found my calling, being in the HR sector and being able to help people from every avenue. We've heard some stories, and we've been able to help people with unfortunate situations, and place them. And that's anyone from general labor all the way up to CEOs. There's not a position that we can't help with for a company.
It's good to know.
It's,
So you're not specific to a certain industry.
no, we are not. We're full service completely. We tailor everything to what the client needs are.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so your website?
www.expresspros.com.
And you're here in Conroe. You can help anybody around Montgomery County. You are the person. You're the
I
point
am the
person.
Yes. Now, if you're looking for a job, you definitely want to just come by our office. Monday through Thursday, 9 to 2 is the best time to come in and apply. Or you can go to our expresspros.com page and apply, and we'll get the process rolling.
Sounds great. So this is Stacey Falletti with Express Employment Professionals, and she doesn't have Clydesdales with her today, but maybe next time.
Maybe.
So that's a wrap for our show today. Thank you, everyone, for listening, and we'll talk again next Monday with Santa Claus.
Yay.
Woo!
Today's show was recorded and broadcasted live on irlonestar.com, Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1, and all rights and ownership are reserved to Lone Star Community Radio. For more information regarding this program and Lone Star Community Radio, visit us online at irlonestar.com. Lone Star Community Radio is Montgomery County's community radio station, serving the community with local programming on TV, radio, and online. If you enjoyed today's program, please support us by sponsorship or starting your own show. Contact us today by phone or text at 936-666-1084 or email the station at lscrstudios@gmail.com.